What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the boy Shiggy. As usual, you know what it is. I'm so excited to be making this video. So I actually made this video before and it turned out super bad. Yeah, if you're on my Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at ShotByShingy. Check that out. I always post like not all the time, but like pretty frequently. I show you guys what's happening in my life and what I'm up to pretty much. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Shiggy. I'm a film photographer / photographer. I don't want to just consider myself a film photographer because like I'm a photographer. It doesn't matter what format it is. But anyways, I'm a film photographer based in Toronto. And yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Yeah, so let's get straight to the video so I don't waste you guys' time. So today's video is going to be on how to build your style / how to get your style / Shingy, how did you get your style? How did you find your style? So today's video is going to be on how to find your style, which is really awesome. I'm pretty excited to do this because I get this question so many times on Instagram. They're like, how did you find your style? How come your work looks so consistent and so proper and it makes sense? I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I did it. And before we get started, I'm going to mention to you guys, this is not the only way to find your style. This is the way I found my style and my own observations from everybody else in the community that has really incredible work and those people are getting jobs from major companies and brands and all that type of stuff. And also some of my friends in the industry that have shared this information with me. So we're gonna get started now. So before we get started, guys, we're gonna touch on why it is very important that you have a style. So the importance of a style, guys, is to make sure your work is consistent for one, and to show your clients or your future brands that want to work with you that you know what you're doing and you produce this result. You are an investment to all these brands and they want to know that they're gonna get this Shingy or that Shingy, and as opposed to like a sporadic Shingy that has an edit that looks weird on this part. That is unpredictable, and brands want to know what they're gonna get before they invest their money. And we're not talking only brands, guys, we're talking about even like wedding photography. If you're a wedding photographer, your client will want to see your wedding photography photos looking the same, looking a consistent way, and also looking at just weddings. If you're doing weddings, I'm going to touch on all these things that are very important, and I'm going to break it down for you guys. I know I'm touching on a little bit of things, but there's a reason why I'm touching on those things like editing and all that type of stuff, and we're going to talk about those things because they're very important. So how do you build your style? There is two ways that I know to build your style, guys, and one of the ways, which is very important, very important, is editing style. Your editing style, guys, is a huge, actually I would say it's like 75-60% of your style. Editing plays such a huge key to your style. I don't think a lot of people actually take it very seriously. So let's just say you've taken your film photos and you've done your scans. Do not be afraid, guys, to edit the photos. I know in the film community a lot of people are like, but even the photos you get from the lab, guys, they're all edited by a lab technician. Or even Silverfast, you get those presets. Those are all pre-done editing styles. So do not be afraid to edit your photos because that's where your style is going to come in. So when touching on editing, guys, you want to stay consistent with the way you edit your photos. For example, I love warm photos, right, that carry a lot of oranges and reds. So I want to keep consistent with those oranges and reds in my edits because it's going to make my page look seamless and clean, which is sort of a style. But again, guys, this is just a one part. There's a second part to this whole talk of building your style. There's so many things that I think you guys should also take a look at that maybe you might not have taken a look at before. But editing style is very key. I highly suggest if you have a preset that you use. I actually dropped a couple presets. I'm gonna put it on the video up top. I actually dropped a set of presets. I usually drop one of the presets on there, especially the Portra 400 one. I drop that Portra preset on my edit, and then after that I start adding other colors on my split tone. If you're using Lightroom, check out the split tone section. You'll be able to tweak all from the shadows to the highlights and how your photo is going to look. It's sort of like a filter pretty much. It's just like a filter. And then you can actually save your preset and actually apply it to all your photos. So there's also some other things that you need to watch out for, which is exposure and how you scan your film, because those things will also affect that preset that you actually created. But with that being said, this is why it's important that you understand how you're editing your photo, because you'll be able to apply it to all your photos, and all your photos are gonna look really consistent and good. So second point, guys, which is another huge key. I would say this is like 40% / 25% of your work, but editing is such a huge key. But this point also helps you have consistency. And also, guys, I am going to show you guys examples from people that you guys know in the industry, photographers that I love, photographers that I follow. Just a couple examples to show you guys what I'm saying and to sort of back it up and give you guys examples to sort of see what they're doing. And these people are actually very established, so if you cannot take my word, you might as well, you know, check what they do, and maybe you might be more inspired by them or see their work, and it might make more sense what I'm saying with their work. So straight to the second point before I start rambling and just talk about nonsense. So second point, find your photography style. What do I mean by know your photography style? Knowing your photography style is very, very, very important, because it actually adds consistency to your work, and also it brings clarity to your clients. But take this with a grain of salt, because this does not mean do not shoot different styles of photography. So for example, I love shooting portraits as well as fashion. Those two things correlate. If I was to post, for example, a street photography photo of like a bird flying throughout all my portrait photos, it's gonna stand out and it's gonna throw the whole feed away, the whole portfolio away from the fact that I'm a portrait photographer primarily. That doesn't mean stop making street photos or adding street photos to your portfolio. Maybe it's just time to add a second section to your navigation on your website, putting a street photography navigation. Maybe it also means start a second Instagram that you could just post all street photos. This is sort of like niching down on YouTube and niching down in certain aspects of your creative journey, because when you niche down, it makes it easier for people to see what you do and how you do it. So that will add to your style, guys, because when a client, again, comes to your page, they want to see your portraits and they want to hire you for your portraits. They want to know, okay, this guy takes tight portraits. We want him for those tight portraits. But if you actually add a street photography photo in your portfolio as your major portfolio, then that might throw away your clients or make you feel or seem inconsistent. Not only touching on clients, this will build your style as a creator. Niching down also helps you have a consistency in what your work looks like, right? And what you produce as a creator. So the two things are editing style as well as staying consistent with your photography style on one portfolio, or make a second portfolio for a second style. That is how I built my style. So those are the two major things to building your style, but there are other things as well, guys, that are going to affect how your work looks, like how you photograph. Like if you use bokeh in all your photos, if you use like certain things, there's a lot of things, but I'll be so glad to make a second part to this video to sort of touch on all the extra things you could also do to build your style. But these are the two main things that build your style. So let's touch on some examples of photographers that you might know. So the first photographer example that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is Joe Greer. I really love Joe Greer's work. He's really cool. He does a really incredible street photography content. And again, he is a street photographer, and he also drops a couple of portraits of his girlfriend, right? But there is a huge consistency in the way all his edits look and the way he photographs. That's what makes him have a style. His consistency in edits is very, 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 very key. And another person that I'm going to be touching on, guys, is Rosie Matheson. Rosie has a really awesome style, guys. She takes portrait photography and she has a similar look to all her photos. Her editing style is very consistent, as well as the way she photographs her subjects, which is really tight with that same lens. And lenses do affect your style as well, but they don't affect them to a grander scale. It's just like little bits and pieces to building your style. But look at the consistency in Rosie's work, in the way she photographs her subjects, and as well as the way she edits her photos. I'm gonna touch on somebody else that I really love. This person is Bad Boy Photography. Bad Boy is one of my favorite photographers, guys. His work is really awesome. He makes very artistic nude photos, which are really cool, but also look at the way he edits his photos. So with Bad Boy, he's a very perfect example because he actually drops different work like animal photography, but his work is sort of able to stay consistent based off of the edits and how many different photos that he drops on his page. So he doesn't drop like 5 animal photos in a row and then gets back to, you know, portraits and nudity. He does not do that. He sort of drops one and then all of them are there other things. But his editing style makes the rest of his work look very consistent and cohesive, and it makes sense, right? So that's why editing style is very important, guys. You need to find it, and how to find it is just your eye, really. But if you stay consistent, your content will look consistent and you will build that style. And last but not least, I'm gonna touch on the person that everybody knows, which is Willem Verb. Young Willem. Everybody's favorite guy. His editing is a very consistent. He's a perfect example of editing style as well as photography style. As you guys see Willem's work, it's really awesome. He loves a lot of blues that I've actually found in most of his work. He loves blues and also warmer colors, and you can check that out on most of his recent work. He also loves very deep shadows, and that also adds to his style. Deep shadows, deep this, all those things are part of style. Style. Editing style. Style. You know, yeah, so Willem is a really good example as well. You guys, everybody knows Willem in the film photography, so you can check out the way he edits his work, and the things that he actually photographs are also very cohesive and they work together. And yeah, that's about it for those examples, guys. I hope this video helped. If you guys have your tips on how to build your style, comment down below and share them with me. I would love to see and build my style a lot better, and you can help everybody else in the community. That's why the comment section is there, guys. It's not only for me, but a lot of people actually read your comments. Go check out the last videos. People are responding to each other's comments and helping each other out when I'm not able to. So leave a comment down below, share your thoughts on this. If this really helped, give the video a big thumbs up. If you want a part 2 to this video, comment down below and let me know. And if you did not like the video, I'm really sorry. Let me know why you did not like it and hit the dislike button. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everybody's happy. I hope everybody's safe. Follow me on Instagram at ShopByShingy. Check out my portfolio at shopbyshingy.com. And as well as check out my film merch at WayBetterCo. I have some shoot film shirts and sweaters and jackets, light jackets by Champion. So they're actually really good quality. I love this light jacket. Like, I'm gonna wear it in every video pretty much. And as well as check out some caps. This is one of the caps in the store. So check that out. It really helps me by you guys making a purchase, because I'll buy film and I'll make, you know, it helps the channel out. It helps the growth of the channel. That's pretty much it. And last but not least, if you want me to check out your work as well as potentially repost your photo, follow and hashtag at WePhoto, guys. That's the way I'm gonna be able to check you guys out. We're growing, guys. We're almost at 600 followers on Instagram, which is really awesome. And I haven't been posting much. I know. I will, but guys, I'm taking a little break. I'm just playing Call of Duty Warzone. That's pretty much it. I've just been playing Warzone. I'm so excited. I have so many new videos coming out. If you're following me on Instagram, you see all the titles that are coming. I'll be dropping another photo with the next titles that I'm gonna be giving you guys, so you guys get to select which video you guys want next. Thank you guys. You guys are incredible. Shoot film all day, you know. Yeah. Love you, douches.